What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brown's Garage. So today, we're going to be servicing the transmission on the Lumina, 1995 Chevy Lumina. It is a 4T60-E hydromatic front-wheel drive transmission. The problem is my wife came home a couple weeks ago from work and said the transmission was kind of slipping a little bit, and I could hear it. So I checked the fluid and it was low. Started pouring fluid in it, and I kept checking it was still low. I looked up under the car and it's just pouring out from the transmission pan gasket. So what we did is we got transmission fluid. I got to do some antifreeze because it's getting cold out and I had nothing but straight water in it. So we got to do the coolant system. We have to do the transmission. We're going to service it, which we're going to drop the pan, clean it, drain the fluid. Going to replace the transmission filter and a new pan gasket, and then the car should be fixed again. So with all that being said, let's get out here, get everything set up, and let's get this job done. Alright, first thing on the agenda, we need to get some stuff shuffled around, get mud slut moved off to the side, get the Lumina up there on the flat driveway, and then get the van backed over there with my tools, and then we can go ahead and get started on this project. Alright, let's get the tractor moved first. Sure starts good. We're going to put it back here with all the rest of my stuff. Almost got too much of it. Just so y'all know, there's the John Deere that I converted to a mud mower. It's still for sale. $250, our best offer. It's just sitting there waiting for a new owner. It does have a full tank of gas in it and all that good shit, so come get it. Come get it. So it's been a while since I've been in this old thing. See if she starts. Oh yeah. Start up nice. I think it has enough transmission fluid in it to get it up here. I'm gonna try to be easy on the pedal. Okay. Not gonna let it run long because the transmission pump's pumping and I'm sure the fluid's just pissing out. Well, let's see if the van's gonna be good to me today. crack in the windshield is getting so much bigger. Oh my God. There's always something. Every time I think I'm ahead, just one step backwards. Alright, baby. Fire up for me. There you go. Last couple times I came to start it, the battery was dead. I think it's got a parasitic draw on it again. I gotta figure that out. Okay, we're gonna get this up to the driveway. Chop the wheels off. So first off is going to be transmission. I'm going to do the top end last. I went ahead and hooked my hose back up because I had all this disconnected that way that, you know, it's sitting down there. I wanted to drain all the water out of it so it didn't accidentally freeze and crack my block or blow a freeze plug. I do have antifreeze now. I usually always buy 100% concentrated. I dilute it myself because it honestly guys, it makes no sense to buy 50-50 when you can pay $2 more for concentrate. Always saving extra jug. Come home and make your 50-50 yourself. You get 2 jugs almost for the price of one. It just makes sense that way. You just do a little extra work. You're not having, you know, you're not buying the stuff that's already pre-made and you're pouring in. So say you needed 2 jugs. If you buy concentrate, you'll pretty much get your 2 jugs for the price of one, instead of buying 2 jugs of 50-50 and wasting your money. Come on guys, don't waste your money. Get smart. Dilute it yourself. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dilute it myself. And then I will add. But first off, we're going to get to the trans. I have to get up under here and pop that pan off. And then we can see what is going on. I'm pretty sure it is a pan leak. I saw it gushing from the pan. So I'm going to inspect it when I get up in there, but so far I think it's pan. So we're going to give that a little bit to drain. I've already kind of made a mess, but once it drains out, we will go ahead and drop the rest of that pan. See what we're looking at in there. I've kind of just cracked it loose on a little part of it to let it drain. Don't all gush out on me. I know some people kind of tilt it to one side, but I got a weird shaped pan. So while we're waiting for that to be completed and drained, we're going to go ahead and top off some fluids here that are low. Like brake fluid. Didn't know how low the car was. Let's check our power steering. It actually needs some. Just a little bit. That cap back on. Let's check the oil. See what we're looking like on it. I'd say oil's looking good. Needs a change, but it's looking good. Alright, well apparently I dug through the trunk and I actually found some more antifreeze. It's already diluted. And some transmission fluid. So we're going to go ahead and add some antifreeze to the radiator and the cooling system. That way it can kind of self-bleed for a while. Because these cooling systems are funny. They're not like your regular older style cooling systems where you can just burp it. You actually have valves on this cooling system to where you actually crack this one and one down here on your thermostat housing, and you wait until the air bubbles get out of it, and then you will have all the air out of your cooling system. So therefore I usually like to pour it slow, give it some time, let it kind of burp itself. I do squeeze my hoses too, but they say to start the car and let the heat run. But I've noticed if you'll pour it slow, let it burp itself for a while, come back, burp the hoses, then crack your bleeders, get the air out by putting some more fluid in. You won't even have to cut the heat on. Alright guys, we're back out here again today. It is the next day. I couldn't get to all of this last night. I ended up having to take care of something else. But we have let our cooling system sit overnight with everything open. That way it can bleed itself. I'm going to continue to leave the bleeders out until I get completely to the cooling system. But now I'm going to bounce over to finishing removing the pan and draining the fluid, and let's see what we got in that transmission. Alright, pan's off. It was actually really clean in there, so I went ahead and cleaned it up just a little. There really wasn't any signs of any clutch material either, which I am really surprised. I don't think this thing's been cracked open since '95, since it was put together new, and I think the trans is actually a '94. But it's in really good shape inside. It looks so clean, so I'm very happy with that. I am going to go ahead and change out the filter, because, you know, it needs to be done since I'm right there at it. But the fluid was dark, but it's still red, so you can tell it's just not never been changed. But the car shifts and rides good, so that's why I really wasn't worried about changing the fluid. In my van is a different story. That transmission is absolutely toast. It is the worst burnt smell in any transmission I've ever smelt in my life. I just dump Lucas in it and keep running it. It slips like shit, but it goes and it pulls, so that's all I really care about. But we're going to go ahead and get the new gasket out, get our new filter out, get up under there, take a look at the trans, change out the filter, and get this thing start to be reassembled again. Alright, we got our new filter, which matches and gasket and clean pan. I do have a slight problem. The transmission filter broke off in the trans there, so I got to extract that, but otherwise it's very clean and very good shape. Finally got the piece of the transmission filter out. That was a nightmare. It broke off like right in here, and once I started trying to pry it out, it just kept breaking and breaking, so I had to like chisel it out from the sides and try not to mar up the surface, which luckily I was able to do so. I was able to get it out with just screwing this end piece up for the old filter instead of the inlet for the new filter, or the inlet on my transmission, as I should say. But so far so good. It's out and the new filter is ready to go in. Alright, back under the car. Let's put our filter up in here. We got our transmission pan on, so let's get this thing full of fluid. So I want to take a quick second and pause the video and ask y'all to help me with something. I need y'all to do me a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Smash that bell. Go like the videos. You know, tell me where you're from. Say hi. Whatever. Ask me questions. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And I cannot do that without your guys' help. So definitely go subscribe. Check out Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, and now we have a TikTok. You can just go type in Flying Brown's Garage and you will find me. All the profile pictures are the same. It's easy to find. And yeah, give me some likes, give me some subscribes, and all that good stuff. I'm trying to build this, and I can't build it without everybody's help. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You know, got a lot of good videos coming, constantly coming, and I'm constantly sourcing new projects. So, stay tuned, and with that being said, let's get back to the video. Add some trans fluid before we fire this thing up. I want to make sure the pump doesn't run dry. Found out the transmission dipstick tube is cracked, so I've got to take care of that. So what had happened was the dipstick tube actually broke from the mount on the bottom, and I didn't know it. So what I did is I went ahead and took it off of the mount. I tacked it, and I let some water sit in that tube and make sure it didn't leak out. So there's no more leaks in my tube. I painted it. I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes. And then we're going to put this back in the motor, continue to fill it up, bleed the cooling system, and then we should be back on the road with this old thing. Alright, so far so good. I got the trans filled up, no leaks. Everything's running good. There's a little moisture around the valves because I cracked them. Make sure that everything's working great. Coolant system's topped off. Transmission's topped off. All the fluids are topped off. The heat's working good. And I see a leak. So I found another leak and I thought it was coming from the pan, but it wasn't. It was actually coming from the trans lines, and the hose clamps were not tight, so I tightened those up, and they're good. So we got our gasket back in, all the fluids are topped off. She's running good. Alright. Lumina on the road. Boy, that thing runs really good. Hell yeah. This thing is shifting excellent. Very happy with it. A little bit around the block here. She's shifting really good, really healthy. I need a little air in that passenger tire. Well, I'm happy to say the old Lumina is back on the road again. Sounds good, runs good, shifts good, everything's working right. So I'm probably gonna off camera go ahead and air up these tires and make sure they're safe, so my wife will have a nice, safe, and good car to drive to work in the morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed getting this thing back on the road. It sure was nice to finally get this thing back up again. I mean, it's been down and up and down and up, but hopefully it's going to be up for a while. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Go down and check out some of the old videos. We got a ton of stuff down there, and we got more new stuff to come. Be sure to hit that all notification bell so you are notified every time that I drop something. Check out the Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, and the TikTok. You know, Flying Brian's Garage in the search, and just look for the profile pictures, except for the Snapchat is different. And go down there and like the video, and comment down below if you have anything to say, or just, you know, want to ask me a question or whatever. I've got other things to do, so I'm going to get off here, and I will see you guys on the next episode.